Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Deus Vault. Last week, Magir came back from the party. Or did he? Yeah, totally did. Maybe. A plan was hatched to infiltrate the home of one Lestat Morte in order to retrieve the broken sword piece that the group is after. Hey, Josh, can you mute your mic, please? Thank you. Family functions. It happens. We're adults. We have lives. Anyways, Um, there was a bit of reconnaissance done, and a plan was hatched. Go into a side access alley where trash was dumped and presumably collected every couple of days, probably. Hide there until after dark, scale the wall, make entry to the place. The plan was executed, not quite flawlessly, but it was executed. They gained entry into the manor, evaded several traps, got hit by at least one trap, and found Lestat waiting for them in the main area of this mansion where the ball had been held previously. Upon confronting him, they learned that Magir was in fact not Magir. It was a what are those called?
Doppelganger.
Yes, it was a doppelganger all along, as it punched Alara in the back of the head from behind, surprising her. Much surprise. Very wow. They fought Lestat until he received a seemingly grievous wound, at which point he turned into mist and fell through the cracks in the floor, unsure where he made off to. They killed the doppelganger, extra dead, just to be sure, and then proceeded to continue through the home, eventually finding an individual stripped to a loincloth, tied to a rack, and beaten and cut and probably interrogated. Upon making their way into the room, it was revealed to be none other than Magir, who apparently never came back from the party to begin with. While investigating this, they heard noises in the hallway, at which point the two overly large guards from the day before, wearing massive plate armor, wielding enormous shields, and presumably undead, peeked their heads through the door. And that is where we pick up this evening. Looks like our turn order is clear, so I'm going to ask everyone to please roll initiative.
Wow.
We're off to a great start, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Josh, what was I saying about my initiative earlier?
So with me having an advantage on my initiative, should I just click it twice?
So yeah, so you can do that, and then just pick the higher one.
Okay. Oh, yep, I'll take that one.
So what was your highest? And did
It actually automatically put it in.
Oh, perfect. There we go.
Yeah.
All right, that looks like everybody is in. We flip over here to my jukebox. Turn that on. That's an exciting part. And we shall begin. You're off. With that, Brother Thule, you're up first. You're up here by the table. You just saw them start walking through the door. What would you like to do?
They're out of range.
Correct. And Magir is chained up.
I'll break his chains then.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
Right. And just a strength test?
No, give me an attack roll.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even sure if it's the caffeine in this or if it's like another one of the
A dirty 20. Yeah, you definitely hit. You raise your axe up and wham! Straight down onto them. You remove your axe, expecting to have severed some links, and there is not a scratch on these. Anyone over by that table could make an Arcana check if they'd like.
And in reaction, I'm going to rage, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay. You do have your extra attack in your movement if you'd like.
Don't touch that.
Kedron 12. Anybody else making an Arcana or just Kedron?
Latch. I'm not over there, so
Yeah, McGear, you could if you would like to.
Oh, nice. Yeah, let me
You,
just.
you are at the table, particularly on it, but you are at it.
Cool. Let me just, scroll down here and button. And I will also roll for Kristen.
Well, I'm not sure why that one was at advantage on the second one.
I just clicked on her sheet. I didn't even look at it.
Okay. So a 7 for her and a 25 for you. No, that's really fitting. Because your first instinct when waking up in chains was to probably try to escape via something like Misty Step that only requires a verbal component to do, which didn't work some reason. These are definitely magical. With a 25, you've heard of something like this before called a dimensional shackle. It prevents teleportation or other interplanar travels.
Note the self. Keep these shackles.
Yes, but anything else on your turn, Thule? You still have movement and extra attack.
I'll do the extra attack.
Okay, what are you attacking?
Oh wait, never mind, because I can't break the chains. Wait, what about the chair that he's in?
Magical item.
Could break the chair that he's in, right?
It is a rack, like a medieval stretching
Oh.
rack.
Never mind.
He's kind of
I didn't
chained to
wait.
the table
Yep.
right now.
you could break it, but I feel like that would break him. So
Yeah.
You did say you wanted a new character, right?
Ah.
Alright, and yeah, I'm done.
Alrighty then. McGear, you're up. I'm going to assume that you already made a strength check while you were chained up to try and get out of these.
Yeah.
You
if
were there
could
for
tell
almost
me
24
any
hours.
Knowledge that I would meta have on these.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, if you could fill me in, because I assumed I had tried strength, which doesn't do much as a wizard. And
Yeah, and once you try strength, you can only attempt to escape it using strength once every 30 days. So you have tried to get out with strength, I'm sure, even though you're a wizard, you were panicking, especially when he was cutting you. You tried magic, that didn't work as far as what you can do with verbal components. You don't have any of your spellcasting foci, so you can't really cast knock or anything currently.
Can I reach over to Kedron, or am I like strapped?
You are chained. You have a little wiggle room, and like your hand is here, like you're strapped at the wrist, so you can move a little bit, but you can't like reach into his pocket from where you're at.
Okay. Kedron, quick! I need my arcane focus. And that'll be about my turn. I don't think I can really do anything.
Okay, sounds good. Hey, Alara's up.
Alright. Are we... I missed a little bit of the beginning. Are we in initiative?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And this is the guard, the big undead dude?
Yes, the very, very large, big undead dudes.
Okay, good to know. Oh, both of there's two.
Yes.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright, I'll go for the closest one to me.
Alright, let's see if you have the movement to make it there. She has what, 40 feet?
Yeah.
She has just enough movement to make it there. She can make it there, and that's about it. If she beelines it.
Alrighty.
Alright, so I've got two...
As you pass through that pentagram on the ground, nothing happens. It's just painted there, because he's edgy.
So I've got 2 hits with my radiant axe and 1 hit with my regular axe. Josh.
Awesome. Please do take her sheet off of advantage before you do that.
I did.
Awesome.
At least I think I did.
Cool.
And hand axe.
Let's see.
Do you want to use smite or anything like that, Kristen?
All right, 17, 13, 19.
I will use 1 level 2 smite.
Okay, so if she lands it, she'll use 1 level 2 smite.
They connect, however, shield. The second one gets past the shield, but clips off of the armor, not able to find any true purchase.
A 19 doesn't land?
No.
Interesting.
These are huge boys, full plate, massive shields.
Interesting.
Alright,
Anything else on her turn? All right. With that, it is their turn. Let's see. Big boy number 1. No, you kind of have him a little bottlenecked there. They can't really fit through there. You know what? For his turn, he's just going to try to shove you aside. So he's going to do a shove attack against you for his first attack. And try to shove her back to here. So she needs to make a shove attack. So that's a strength save, correct, Jacob? You also DM.
Shove should be contested, shouldn't it?
Yeah, contested strength. That's what I'm saying. Like a strength check from her, a strength check from me.
Well, strength or acrobatics. Well, actually, athletics or acrobatics, rather.
Okay.
But
We'll see if it matters. No. Doesn't matter what mod she uses. So she is shoved back to here, giving him room. So that's his first attack. 5, 10, 15, 20. You know, he'll stay right there. He likes that. Second one will move 5, 10. They now have flanking. At advantage. So, here's the first 2 attacks. With a 22 to hit, man, I'm glad he had advantage. His other attack was a natural 1. And also a 22 to hit.
you know you're showing us your numbers, right?
Yeah,
Okay, just making sure.
I should take that off. But either way, you can see I wasn't lying. It was a 22 and a 22. So that is 18 points of bludgeoning damage. Sorry, 15 bludgeoning, 3 necrotic. And 12 bludgeoning, 4 necrotic.
How much is that? That's what? 22, 44 damage?
I think she's down. Because wasn't she at like 40?
43. She's
43.
down.
Oh, man. That was fast.
That was 2 ridiculously good hits.
And remember, you had been hurt last time around.
Yeah, as well. So the other one's not even going to bother swinging at you currently. Yeah, it will. It will once.
Oh, keep out, Jonathan. Take it out.
Let's go ahead and do that. It's going to swing once and then use the rest of its movement to go in a little bit further. So 1 attack.
Bryant.
Yeah.
I don't know if it matters, but that's only 34 damage,
Oh, is it?
not 43.
No, that matters. That matters. That matters very much. So it's 34. There you go.
Oh, 34. That's completely different. That's
Yes.
9 health.
And then does a 19 hit her AC?
Pretty sure
19
it does.
matches.
19 matches, so it hits. Okay, low roll. You only take 5 bludgeoning and 2 necrotic. It will then move in. 5, 10. It goes out of your range, giving you an attack of opportunity.
Yes, I'd like that.
Yar.
I can also follow him up to half my speed.
Yep. Do you
Can
want
if you
to?
wish. He's not done moving yet. But that is 15 to hit, does not hit. See, he had about 20 left. 15, 20. Okay, there we go. That's the end of his movement. It's as far as he gets.
Kristen, you said you can move up to half your speed to follow.
Yeah, I would like to follow. And did I try to hit him?
Did you what?
Yes. You tried to hit him, you rolled a 15.
Where do you want to move, dude?
Okay. I just want to move up next to him. If there's an opportunity to flank, I'll flank.
So like in between the two of them.
No.
She can get beside him in this square without getting flanked right now.
But she'd leave the other guys.
Yeah, she would.
But with the ability, she can. That does not negate opportunity attacks from anybody else she's around. The ability that comes with that.
I don't know. Drop it in the chat for me.
For
Rose
following.
Avenger, when you hit a creature
Yeah.
with an opportunity, when you hit a creature,
Okay, yeah, she can't do that
Yeah.
because she didn't hit.
this movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. That is true. However, she missed.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. With that, that will be their turn. Kedron, you are up. Your homie's locked to a table in front of you.
All right, I am going to use my interact with objects to reach in and grab as much of Magir's stuff out as I can.
Okay.
How much of his stuff can I get out with just the interact with objects?
You can grab one of his items with just interact. Because you have it in your bag and you're reaching down and you think about whatever item you're grabbing with the bag of holding is how it works.
Right.
And it shows up in your hand.
I'm going to pull out his spellcasting focus, and
Okay.
then with my bonus action, I'm going to pull out his armor, his chainmail, and I take those two out and put them on top of him because he asked for it.
Mhm.
And with my action, I'm going to start trying to pick locks.
Okay, give me a lock picking check. Because you can pick lock as an action. That's all it takes. However, 13 doesn't quite pull it off.
Right.
This is, in this situation, right, so generally if you're not in combat and you're trying a skill check, that is like you have time and you're spending time doing it. In combat, the way we're doing this is, can you get it in this turn, or do you have to wait for your next turn for it to happen? So you can remake this check without an increasing DC in the case of combat. It works a little bit differently there. So in this case, you aren't quite able to get it done in this turn of combat. Anything else on your turn?
That's it.
All right, Father Ironcloak, you are up.
Fun. All right.
No.
We are just double checking something. Oh, that's the wrong spell. Oops. All right, I'm going to move 5, 10 to there. Yep, that works. I'm going to cast Aid as a second level spell
Okay.
on Alara, Thule, and Mingy and Kedron.
Okay, and that gives them bonus HP
gives
for a time,
them-
correct?
5 HP and raises their maximum HP by 5 for
Awesome.
8 hours.
Awesome. There you go. You guys have a bonus 5 HP, and your max HP is risen by 5 as well. Congratulations. All right. Anything else on your turn?
Yes, I'm then going to move. Hold on, I got it. Oh, I need to be off the
Sorry, we were praying for food.
15.
Oh, you're fine. You got 5 HP, and you now have 5 more max HP for 8 hours. You plus 8 on you.
Nice.
22. Actually, wait, no. I'm going to go here. No, I can't. Never mind. Yep, nope, that's where I'll stay there.
Okay.
Alara also
so-
has 5 HP.
Nice. Yeah, and Alara also got 5 more HP. All right. Anything else on your turn?
So is this like a double healing where like you get the 5 healed and the 5 from that's
No, your hit points get raised by 5, and your maximum gets raised by 5.
Right. So you can now be healed up to 42. However, you currently gain 5 HP. Cool. Josh?
Alright, what's up?
You can be healed up to 42, but you only
Okay.
gain 5 HP currently.
Cool. Good to know.
Yes. All right. Anything else on your turn, Ironcloak?
No.
Awesome. Brother Thule, you are up.
Gonna 10. Gonna go up here and
Mhm.
yeah, attack this guy here.
All right. Are you doing reckless or anything?
Uh, no, I'm actually going to activate my my battle axe for the extra damage,
Nice.
and what the heck, I will reckless. Let's see what this does. We're doomed. Guessing 13 don't hit.
Unfortunately, it is not.
All right. Oh, my follow-up attack. 18.
18 still pinging off that shield. These guys are hefty boys.
Done. Right, and that's all I've got.
All right. Magir, you're up. Your spellcasting focus is in your hand, which means you can now do verbal and material components. The only thing you can't do is somatic. You can't use your hands right now.
Well, shoot. Because that kind of eliminates what I was hoping to do. Because I can't cast knock, because that's somatic.
So usually with knock, you either slam a staff on the ground or you knock on the door. So here's what I will allow. You can give me a dexterity check to try and attempt to cast knock by essentially knocking on your wrist. If you can like get your arms to a point in that strain and knock on your wrist, you can cast the spell. However, it will take your action to attempt this. If it goes off, you get to cast knock, and we go from there. If it fails, that is still your action.
Copy that. Yeah, we'll do that. So just straight dexterity check.
You know what? We can make it an acrobatics. That way, if you're proficient in acrobatics, that helps.
Yeah, it doesn't really change anything.
Okay, well, you know, I tried.
I appreciate the effort.
Also, you do have your portent die written down, don't you?
I do somewhere. Hang on.
Yeah, Laura rolled them for you before, and she wrote them down somewhere.
I have 7 and 11.
Okay. I don't remember what you read.
Something else, but I don't have it with me. But I guess keep what you got.
Yeah. Give me just a second. Nope. Okay. Yeah. So, all right. Are you doing anything else with it? You using a luck point or anything?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Okay. So close to it.
Because it really changes anything.
Right? You're straining, but you're not quite able to get it there. Anything else on your turn?
So Misty Step doesn't work.
Yep.
And I can't flex for knock, so I'm stuck for the moment. Oh wait. I can still be useful. Oh, but using the dexterity check used my turn, didn't it?
You used your action, correct?
Does Hex only work when I hit them, or when anyone hits them?
When you hit them.
Interesting.
Yes.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. Ilara is up. Barely.
All right, you'll have to fill me in a little bit. There was a really awful wreck and I got distracted. And what's my HP right now?
2. 7. You have 7 HP.
7. That's a problem. Is using my class resource to remind me, is that action or bonus action?
Action. If you have a potion, that is a bonus action.
I don't think I have any right now.
You should have 3, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. Check her quest sheet or her character sheet.
Yeah, one
I
sec.
don't have any in my inventory right now. So if I have them, I forgot to put them on there.
Yeah, because I don't remember if she went and bought more after she used some. So
We gave everyone's empty potions to Thule back in the gambling city. Thule get refilled.
yeah, but that was a minute ago. You fought since then.
Alara never gave potions to be refilled because she always smashes the vial whenever she's done
That's
drinking it.
right. That's okay.
No,
Yeah.
I stopped doing that. I stopped doing that a while ago.
Yeah, she did stop doing that a while ago, but you've also fought several times since Kankakuru.
Yep.
So possible she's used them, and if they're not in her inventory, then she's used them.
Yep.
As far as I know, I've only used one, but that's fine, whatever. What is my class resource right now?
Your class resource button.
She's used 15. I know. I don't know what her max is.
You have 15 left, dear.
Okay. Go ahead and add that to me.
Also, keep in mind she has the bracer.
What?
The Helm Tour bracer.
I do. Yeah, let's go ahead and activate that. As my bonus action. Josh, my stats for Helm Tour should be in my bio.
Alright.
Or my inventory. It's in one of those blocks.
Yep. Just is that an action or a bonus action to use?
It's bonus to activate it.
Sweet. Gives you what, an AC of 20 and 60 HP. Her movement speed becomes 30 and 30 fly. Yeah.
How much HP?
60.
Okay.
So if you have like a phone or something, you can do your notes on that rather than changing her HP, because if she drops out of that form, she'll have this HP again. Her current HP.
I just put it in temporary.
Okay, that'll be fine. Unless it becomes an issue, but whatever. Yep. And then her movement speed is 30, or she can fly for 30 feet. She is immune to force, necrotic, and poison, and she is resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks. She is immune from blind, charmed, deafened, paralyzed, frightened, petrified, poisoned, and stunned. And she is immune to the spells Fireball, Heat Metal, and Lightning Bolt.
How many rounds can she use this right now?
That is correct. It's 4 before it starts hurting her.
Right. Which that damage goes to her regular HP, not the
Correct.
suit's AC.
Yes.
I mean, HP. Whatever.
All right. That is action, bonus action. Anything else on your turn?
Nope.
Sweet. Their turn. Let's do this guy first. He doesn't like the fact that some dude with a hammer or a flaming axe just came up and tried to smack him, so he's gonna smack back.
No, it's weird that I remember all the how this item works. It's almost like I created it in a different campaign a few years ago.
All right, something like that. One attack, not an advantage, so leftmost is a 17 to hit.
Nope.
And a 15 to hit.
Nope.
Massive mace whirling. Wham! You dodge out of the way one way. Wham! I mean, this mace, its head is like that. Dodging out of the way the other way, axe at the ready, barely deflecting off your shield. You are ready to rock. Make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. You said a wisdom.
Yes, please. As it lands beside you the second time, you barely roll out of the way. You glance over and you see what looks like a very large heart inside of it. And as it does so, it goes doof, doof, and a pulse of necrotic damage radiates outwards. 21 wisdom save. Very nice. Starts to burrow into your mind, and you feel like this is going to hurt, but you are able to
Wait.
shrug it off with no ill effects.
Did the barbarian just clutch a wisdom save?
He did. That was an 18 plus 3.
I'm a smart
Very nice.
barbarian.
It's big brain.
Well, it's wisdom, not intelligence. Difference.
All
And then
right.
with neither.
So that is that one. The other one. So it's going to throw one towards the little dwarf behind it and one towards the little elfling in front of it. So first one going towards Father Ironcloak. And the way it's doing this, it's swinging the mace around and it swings back trying to clip you, and then it's going to swing forward and up and try to clip Alara on the upswing. Uh, 21 to hit against Father Ironcloak.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. That is going to be 6 bludgeoning damage and 3 necrotic damage. Like I
Alright.
said, those first rolls it did against Alara were just ridiculously
And
good.
and that's gonna be a thunderous rebuke.
Nice, because you also need to make a wisdom saving throw at the same time.
Oh fun. Okay.
And then it's also going for Alara, so.
All right. Wisdom saving throw. And I'm.
Oh, it's not an advantage. Perfect. Okay. All right,
What's
and
the-
what saving throw is it making?
It is making a. I believe it's dexterity. Let me check though.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, dexterity saving throw. For lightning damage.
Does a 12 succeed?
I doubt it.
I think it's a 15.
What is your spell save DC?
15.
Okay, yeah, that's what it is. So no, it takes the full damage. And then I need you to make a wisdom saving throw,
Yes.
and Ilara to also make a wisdom saving throw.
What's
charges
Alara's
on this?
range on her like help with saving
10,
throws?
10
So I'm
feet.
Not within it. I'm not within it. Cool. All right. Wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Sure. 27.
You're fine.
+4.
Ilara's fine. So as it comes back to clip and swings right in front of your nose, you lock your eyes. What was the 2d20s
That's-
for, or 2d8?
That's
Oh, okay,
the
cool.
it takes
You
8
lock
damage.
your eyes onto this heart, and it a force rocketing out towards you. You are able to stave off the effects. Comes down towards Alara, and I keep the stuff on advantage and just use leftmost whenever I'm running enemies because they move in and out of flanking a lot, and I don't want to deal with it. And I forgot that for a second because the right hand one was a natural 20. However, the leftmost, which is what you take when you're not running advantage, was only a 16. So it totally misses Alara. She's able to jump backward as it just and cracks the stone floor beneath her. That would have been a just brutal blow to take. Again, the heart inside of it beats, and she is able to stave off the effects. That is their turn. Kedron, you are up.
All right. I am going to actually go ahead and turn around,
Mhm.
pulling out my sword, using insightful. Use bonus action for insightful fighting on
Mhm.
this. You know what? No, I'm not going to use insightful fighting. I'm going. You know. Okay, no. Yeah, whatever. I'll use it. I'll go ahead and use it. Never mind.
Okay, go for it. Insightful fighting with the deception check for him. Pretty sure it's just straight charisma. Yeah, just straight charisma. There's a +0 and a natural 1. Yeah. He doesn't have a lot of chinks in his armor, but you think you see one at least.
And I will make an attack with my.
Oh, and I need to add damage. You said that was 8 thunder damage to that guy,
8 lightning damage.
or 8 lightning
If that
damage.
matters. But
25 to hit. That'll do it. As you find that chink in his armor. Bollocks.
So
Screw that.
18 damage because I got 2 different ones on my sneak attack dice.
So -18. You got it.
And keep in mind that is magical because it's a magical weapon. It's +1, just in
That
case there's any that.
is. Let me double check something. Okay. 18, you stick it in, and even with it being that, you feel there might be another layer of armor underneath this, or at least they have tough hide. And even with magical, it seems to possibly be not as deep landing as you had hoped. All right. Anything else on your turn?
That is action, bonus action, and movement.
Got it. Iron Cloak, you're up.
All right. So we're gonna move to here. So I'm assuming. So what do I want to do?
Hey, you were over at that table for just a second before these things came in, and you're still pretty close. Give me a perception check.
Oh goodness.
And also
20.
we lost it. You glance over, something's tickling your mind about that table, and there you see it. Half under, where's it at? This piece of paper is a key peeking out.
Okay, and I was there.
Yeah, the key's over here.
All right. Then 5. I'm
Okay,
assuming it gets impact
are you using the
opportunity.
disengage action or anything?
No.
Cool. Take it a 10 doesn't hit.
No.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
All right, so 5, 10, 15.
Grab the keys. There are 3 keys on this ring.
Is it an action to pick them up?
No, it's an interactive object, so you have them in your hand.
Cool. I'm grabbing it. 20, 25. Am I close enough to reach his feet? I'm assuming that's the
Feet
way.
aren't shackled. It's the hands that are up here. And it's shackled like into the table, but so he can't get off of it or anything, but it's the hands that are shackled.
Are there shackles on this end though, right?
No, not in reality. It's
No,
just
in
the
reality,
only like
it's
stretching
just
rack I
the
can
two.
find.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
just
right,
the ones up on there. It's one set of shackles on his arms currently,
All right.
and there are 3 rings on this key ring.
3 rings on this keyring. Hurry.
We will call them A, B, and C.
Okay. Well, we're gonna call it Sacred Flame on the guy in front of Alara. For my...
You got it.
What?
Dexterity save.
I am confused why it always asks me to publicly roll or not when I.
You have it set to
things.
query instead of just standard.
How do I
It'll
change
be so up where it says like advantage, disadvantage, all that. There should be like a little. Actually, I don't have to check on your sheet because this is an NPC sheet. I'd have to check. But anyways, you said what was it? Dexterity save.
that? Yes.
Boop. 3 probably doesn't make it.
No.
Cool. Go ahead and roll that damage.
12.
Holy boy. Awesome. You got it. Anything else on your turn?
No.
Sweet. Thule, you're up.
All right. So to gain advantage, I'd have. Oh, never mind.
You'd either have to be standing here or here.
All right. So 5, 10, 15.
Yep.
And I'll swing at him.
Go for it. No dice. Still no dice. Wow, you are. Normally you're the natural 20 guy. Like, you're the guy who just comes in clutch and just hits like an absolute Mack truck. But something about that doppelganger got inside your head. Are you a doppelganger? Is that
Don't tell
tree
them.
a doppelganger?
Now the
Is
tree the druid.
or a doppelganger. Something about it just messed with your head, man. You're off your game today. Anything else on your turn?
Nope.
McGear, you're up.
I see Thul with the keys. So I point my my wand at the one in front of Kedron,
Mhm.
and I am going to belch out a level 3 magic missile.
Sweet, drop that in the chat for me. I just want to make sure it doesn't use a somatic component.
Hang on, spells, magic missile. Oh, I think it does.
Verbal somatic, yes.
Gosh dang it.
He can't flick his wand. Darn it.
No swish and flick.
Seems like swish, flick. You can't get it into the correct positions.
All right. So if that can't work, gosh dang it. Why is there so many things with somatic?
Being tied up as a wizard sucks, huh?
But it's not just a wizard. It's also clerics. Because like
All right,
every
well,
spell is somatic.
Yeah, I still can't do anything. So never mind on that.
All right. I mean, you can like hold your action for if you get out. You
Yeah, that works.
can, try to do the whole check to see if you can knock thing or whatever. But
I'm just gonna hold my action, and the trigger is if the shackles come off, I will go through the spell.
level 3 magic missile.
Yep.
You got it. Ilara's up.
All right. I will cast.
I don't think you can't.
For Bane. What?
I don't think you can cast in this form right now.
No, you cannot. You are currently a big armor dude, and you can't use. You can only use its abilities.
You can do stabby stab.
You can.
Okay. My memory's serving you out. You know what? Yeah, I'll stab thing.
Awesome. You have a +6 to hit.
All right.
So roll a d20 and add 6, Josh. 9 plus 6, not enough. You do have 2 attacks, though.
All right. Go for the second. Roll better this time.
20. Not quite. You think you're going to bite in, but it just doesn't quite make it through that chink. You are 1 shy. AC is 21.
Exasperated sigh. Okay, end of turn.
All right. With that, it is their turn. Huh. This thing just got bigger. This
Josh,
thing...
already keep track of how many rounds she's been in that.
Yes, that was 1. So please do keep track. When she hits 4, she starts taking damage. He doesn't like that at all. You were small and squishy, and that was fun, but now you're big and remarkably less squishy, and that's not as fun. So he's going to attack you twice.
Are you sure he's not going to hesitate because he thinks it's his cousin?
He hates his cousin.
Darn
His
it.
cousin's a jerk. No, that's only a 16 to hit, and that is a natural 1 to hit. Not only does he just wrap this flail completely wrong, because flails are difficult to use, wraps around his legs and knocks him prone. He is currently prone in front of Alara, which will give her advantage on any future strikes before its next turn when it can get up. Correction. Yeah, no, that's a natural 1. So yeah. The other one, however, let's see, who's around it? It's going to go 1 for each. 1 for Barbarian, which will be the first one. How?
Another
How?
one?
Yes.
Yes.
Another natural 1 as it falls prone. You know what? No, this one just does the damage to itself. This one, it's swinging it, and it just punk right on the back of its own head for that turn. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and get rid of that many HPs.
All right, hit me. What do you got?
Hit me
Hold
with
on,
your best
mathing.
shot.
Another natural 1.
No, but that's only a 9 to hit.
Oh,
That's a
miss.
3 that he rolled.
That is definitely a miss.
Wow, these guys went from just demolishing Alara in a single turn with stupidly hard hits to absolute doofuses who don't know how to fight real quick.
You wasted your good rolls, bud.
I wasted my good rolls. All right, Kedrin, that makes it your turn.
Right, so I have advantage.
You do. You are flanking
All right. So with that, I will go ahead and give it another stab with my sword.
with your rapier.
Yes. Darn it.
Off to the side. These armor plates are insane and also very large.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to use the first charge off my ring to take the dodge action.
Go for it. Yeah, you have now taken the dodge action and you are down a charge. Iron Cloak, you're up.
Cool. So we're gonna hop up onto the table here and hop, like, not in the square, but like, on the table up to his shackles.
You're straddling him right now,
Yeah.
basically.
It's
You
fine.
have a big hairy dwarf straddling you right now, McGear.
Nice. So
Big,
so glad.
big might not be the right word, but there's a dwarf.
A hairy dwarf straddling
His hairy
you.
dwarf. All right. 1 and 3. We're going for key number
Yeah,
1.
A, B, and C.
A.
A. All right. So you put it in the lock and not the right key. That is your interact with objects. You can burn an action to try again if you'd like.
What about bonus?
Well, then he has to also decide with a key and stuff. In order to try a second time with this one, I'm making an action just for
All right.
this particular thing. Because otherwise he can go through all 3 in a single turn.
I'm going to stop.
And it makes it,
I'm going to stop. Cast spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Right.
Where are you putting
here.
it? All right, let me grab that axe for us. Why does it never save that axe for me? And I always have to go retype it in and re-find it. Whatever.
Should still be on our last page.
Yeah, but it's also the first axe that comes up. All right, you can move it where you want it.
Cool. Doesn't matter. It doesn't hit with an 11, I'm assuming.
No, it doesn't.
All right, and action, I'm going to use key number B.
Key number B. Into the lock and click. The shackles open.
Are both together, or is it 2 separate shackles?
This being a magical set of shackles, they both open.
Okay.
There you go.
And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to stop straddling gear and,
Okay.
and hop off the table.
You got it. Anything else on your turn?
Actually, I'm going to hop off this way.
Okay. Hey, guess what? Your hands are free, McGear.
Josh, remember you do have your chainmail armor laying on your chest.
Yeah, but it takes a minute to put on.
True.
Yeah, I'm not spending a whole bunch of turns of combat to do that. And since my hands are free, big blasty blast.
Big blasty blast. 18 points of force damage. Oh, yeah, baby. You hold out your hands with your focus, and out of it, all of these beams erupt as they do every time, slamming into this thing that doesn't react.
It doesn't react.
Just nothing.
As in, it didn't take damage, or it doesn't care it got shot?
Well, definitely the second one, and considering that the armor is completely unmarred, you assume probably the first one.
Nice.
So, nice. Immune to force damage. That's just great.
Dad, can you help me kick it off?
Anything? Well, no, that's not even your turn. That's your held action.
I don't want to go.
You know how far away you gotta go to find something that's immune to force damage, Bryant?
Equal.
Not that far.
Are you all done?
Is the least resisted damage type in the game. There's only a handful of monsters that are like resistant or immune.
Ilara is
Resistant.
currently immune.
Resistant.
Resistant, sure, but Ilara is currently immune in
No,
her
I think
home horror
she's.
form.
Are you sure she's not resistant?
No, she's immune.
Huh.
All right, with that, Thule, it's your turn.
All right. I'm
You
going
have-
to.
Try it again, Kristen. You were muted.
Oh, I was just gonna say there's a couple things that I have resistance to, and a couple things that I'm immune to altogether.
Yeah. But yeah, Thule, it's your turn.
Wait a minute.
You got to hit something this time, fool.
All right. To throw a bottle of something at the thing, that's an action, right?
Yes, that would be a ranged attack. Currently, you're within 5 feet. If you're throwing it at the one right in front of you, that would be a disadvantage. If you throw it at the other one, it would not be, and it would be a dexterity-based attack because it's ranged.
Ah, boy. Because I've still got that bottle of ooze that was corrosive.
You do.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it at that guy that's laying on the that's prone.
You got it. Go ahead and make that attack.
All right. So how do I go about doing this? Just a dexterity roll?
So yeah, a D20 add dex. Yeah.
Doesn't he
dexterity
have
check.
disadvantage on that as well, though? Because I thought if
Oh
you're
yeah,
prone,
he's
it's
prone. You would
disadvantage.
have disadvantage on that since he's prone and it's a ranged attack.
Ah,
Something else you could do, and you would risk taking a little damage yourself, is you could just shatter it onto the creature, like bottle him, just
You got to
oh, like
christen
a
him.
bar fight.
Just like
which you could use strength for, and you wouldn't have disadvantage on against the one right against you because he's right up against you and it's a melee attack.
All right. Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, go ahead and make that attack.
All right. Yeah, it's just. Should I just click on my strength thing?
No, it's a weapon attack.
Oh, so just
Improvised.
roll a 20.
Yeah, it'd be an improvised weapon attack. So yeah, just go ahead and click your strength thing.
Okay.
'Cause you wouldn't have. I don't think you have proficiency in improvised weapons.
Whoops.
12. Unfortunately, no. Pings off, and you can't quite get the bottle to shatter.
All right.
You do have your second attack.
Yeah, let's do that.
Man, you bought some really thick glass to contain this stuff.
$16? Oh wait. Yeah. All right.
Anything else on your turn?
Nope.
All right. McGear.
That dude
You're
that
on
thinks
Jane.
he's gonna shatter a wine bottle on a tree and it just bounces off and conks him in the head.
That would be a natural 1, but
No,
close.
natural one would have been bounced off and shattered on his own head.
Well, yeah. It just kind of. Ka-tunk. Ooh, that's stronger than I thought. McGear, you're unchained. You're currently prone on a rack, but you have your spellcasting foci in your hands. Your hands are free.
Okay, I'm going out.
Let's hop up so we're not prone.
Yep, half your movement.
Then we're gonna move.
Maybe if you heat up the bottle with your firebolt, it will explode.
Move over here
Mm-hmm.
and then firebolt that one.
Firebolt that one. You got it.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. All right. So
McGear
that is a 4
pissed.
and a 6. So that's 10, doubled to 20. Very nice. This thing's looking rough. Like they're big and they're hard to hit, but once you hit them, like they're not that like they don't have that much HP apparently. This one's looking rough. Anything else on your turn?
Nope.
Awesome. Ilara, you're up.
Is the one one in front of me or the other one?
The other one, and he decided to try and conk it with it in his hand. He just wasn't able to shatter the glass.
Oh, great. Okay, well, I'm gonna stab my little henchman here.
Which is perfect because you have advantage on that because he is still prone.
Excellent.
Oh wait, I have
Um,
advantage. Hang on.
Yes,
That's first
you do.
attack.
So let
So
me.
that'll be your first one.
I
Good thing you have advantage, so go ahead and roll
your
that
second
again.
combat attack.
Okay, your second one, still no.
Well, he just that's third. You only have 2 right now. You've
No,
already-
he has 3 because she has an offhand attack.
No, because she has a shield right now when she transforms.
Oh, that's right. You are transformed. That is correct. Also, instead of a +4 to hit, you have a +6 to hit. So, which the first, those are all. Yeah, so some of them get extras, but not the ones that matter. Some of them were the radiant. So, yeah, none of those managed to hit.
Well, the first one was a dirty 20, which with the
Yes, but
+4.
that was already at a +6
Okay, that was already
because that was her radiant hand axe.
okay.
Yes. Also, Josh, there is a advantage toggle in there to where it does it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Okay.
But who doesn't want to roll 37 times?
Me, because then I have to read them all and try to figure out which one goes with which attack. Please use the advantage toggle. Anything else on your turn? You can move or fly. Well,
If I use my movement to stand on top of him, does that give him disadvantage for getting up?
You could try to use like a grapple check to try to keep him from getting up.
yeah, but she's already used her action.
Yeah, so that wouldn't work.
Yeah, no, unfortunately. You'd stand on top of him, but when he goes to stand up, you just kind of slide off. Like, had you used your action for such, then yes, it would have been a contested check.
Well, that's a bummer. I guess my turn was useless.
These guys are hard to hit. So far, only like 2 people have actually managed to land attacks.
3. He hit himself.
Oh, yeah, right. He hit himself. I forgot.
Well, that's because a beautiful lady showed up in the room.
Anything else on your turn?
Carry on.
Cool. So firstly, he's going to stand up.
Well, he is right.
We'll
A
just put
lady
that up.
armor suit did
Yeah,
just
Lady
show up in the
Armor
room.
suit showed up in the room, and they just decided to like.
They got really distracted because the cousin that they hate just showed up, and they're like, "What? What are you doing here?" And it was a whole thing. But anyways, he's going to stand up for half of his movement. And you know what? He doesn't like the fact that you're another metal suit. That's actually really irritating. So he's going to try and grab a hold of you for his first attack.
That's not nice.
So give me a strength check, please, because I don't think home tours have proficiency.
Yeah, it'll just be a straight
Anything
check.
anyway. So just give me a strength check. Actually, just roll a d20, add 4. 15 makes 19. He rolled a 23. Grabs a hold of you, lifts you up a little off the ground because he is way bigger, and he's going to use his second attack to just chuck you. So this will be a strength check on his part to see how far he's able to throw you because he is considerably bigger than you.
Does flying offset that at all?
Not in necessarily, like she's not going to take damage from it because she has flying. But as this is an uncontrolled forcing away, 24. Okay, I should have used this for an attack. Yeah, you're going to end up over on the table. Your flying speed allows you to not get hurt, as normally that would have really hurt. But you are fine, but you are away from him and on a table. He's then going to move 5, 10, 15. Your axe thingy gets an attack of opportunity.
I do?
No.
No, spiritual weapon.
Okay, sorry.
21 to hit.
Yeah.
9
Force damage. Whang! Nothing. All right. Wife and baby are down at the fireworks thing at the bridge, and apparently Violet has blown out a diaper, so she's texting me about it and freaking out. So I may have to run and help with that here in a minute, but whatever, we'll get through this first. Unless she asks me to go right now, then I won't. But anyways, so it's both attacks for him. He's moved up there, took no damage because it's force damage. Strangle that woman. Anyways, this guy will actually move to here, not gaining an opportunity attack from either of you. However, putting himself in flanking because this guy does technically occupy this space, and this guy's occupying this space. Large creatures are fun. And he's going to make 2 attacks against Kedron because he has flanking, and they're at least.
It's a straight roll. I use my ring.
You
Dodge.
did. It is a
Straight
straight
roll.
roll. You are correct. Leftmost being a 16 to hit.
I'm currently at a 17 because I'm using my sword, which means buckler.
Hey, there we go. You are able to deflect it off to the side barely, like it still crunches you back a little bit, but not enough to do damage because that's a big thing and you have a buckler. But it does get you out of taking an ouchie.
Yeah, if I was using my bow, that would have hit.
Second attack. Also to you because, yeah. 15 to hit. Also doesn't touch you. All right. That is their turns. Kedron, you're up.
All right. I already have flanking on one of them,
Correct.
but I'm going to use bonus action.
No, you no longer have flanking because it moved slightly, putting you out of alignment with
All right, well, shut up. I'm moving, so.
Okay.
Bonus action disengage flank. Opposite parallels.
There you go.
So.
Now
And
you have advantage again. Go ahead.
thank you. And yeah, I'm going to make a stabby stab, and hopefully something actually works this time. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that doesn't work this time. Anything else on your turn?
That's bonus action movement.
Sweet. Umram Iron Cloak. One is standing directly above you, looming down at you.
All right, we're going to here.
Yep.
And we're going to stab it because that can't not work perfectly.
Right.
When has stabbing things ever not gone great? That's 13 to hit. That's not happening.
Just right off the shield.
All right, and then Axe is moving to there for my bonus action. And
Thule, you're up. Unless Iron Cloak has something else, because
Well,
that's action, bonus action.
I moved my axe so it gets to attack again.
Oh,
Not that
yeah,
that's
go
going to
for it.
matter, maybe natural 20.
It's immune to force damage, so
Okay, well.
it doesn't matter.
Even if it natural 20s, doesn't take damage?
No, because it's completely immune to the damage it deals.
That's lame. All right, cool.
Cool. Thule, you're up.
All right.
Which is really lame, because that would have hit.
Right. All right. I am attacking this guy.
Go for it.
Advantage and that one. Oh,
26.
okay.
Yeah, that hits.
And my
8's enough to take it down. Along with the even reduced on the 8, then you add 9 fire damage. That is enough. How would you like to kill this just towering, like 13-foot tall, voided out suit of armor with a massive shield?
I'm going to leap up into it, dig my axe into it, going straight for the heart.
The one inside the flail?
Oh, it's in the flail. Never mind. I'm just gonna go for the head.
Should have went for the head. And you do. Ah!
There you go, Thule. You finally got it.
Bam! Straight down through the middle, cleaving this thing in half. Just this goop falls out of the inside of this armor, and it smells putrid. It is not smelling good in there.
Delicious. Smells like grandma's cooking.
Down to its knees, and then side to the floor. Its head cleaved nearly in half. This one is out of the fight.
Okay. And so for my extra attack, can I actually move over to the other guy and hit him?
Yep.
Okay. So
It is
5.
not Starfinder, so we can do that.
So 15, and I'm swinging for this guy too. Is that flanking?
This would be flanking.
Okay.
Which you can occupy the same space as spiritual weapon.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
I
It floats,
wasn't
but it's spiritual, so whatever.
All right, and I'm.
Your spirit is over here, though.
That does not land.
No, you go to swing, and it just cleaves off the back of the leg, doing no damage, leaving a gouge in the armor, but nothing else.
Raggy.
Magir, you're up.
All right, so I'm gonna slide back over here, and then fire.
Getting a little too close for you.
Yeah, not about that life.
12 ain't gonna do it.
Cool. I'm gonna squat down and try to kind of hide behind this little rack thingy here.
Awesome. Alara, you're up, but also down. You're prone on top of a table.
Well, I will use half my movement and get up.
All right, you got 15 feet of movement left.
No, she has 40 in it normally, so she has 20 feet.
She's
She has
more.
30.
No,
as a
yeah, she's
four.
transformed. Never mind. Yeah. I think it's funnier. She gets bigger, but she got slower. Like, she got longer legs, but she moves slower.
She's also a lot heavier.
True.
Yeah. Okay, and I'm going to smacky.
You are too far away to make it to it right now with 15 feet of movement.
Oh, it ran away? I'm so sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, no, it picked you up, chucked you across the room, and then walked forward through the room.
Okay, I was confused too. Okay, so I'm on the table.
Yes.
Yeah?
I think that table's no more.
Okay. Well, I'm
Very
just
sturdy
gonna
table.
make my way as far as I can, and that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. You got it. Just moving towards the living one, I suppose. All right. You could always dash and get up to it. You won't be able to attack, but you could get there.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get there.
All right, get there.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. Their turn. Its turn. Only one left alive. Doesn't like this very much.
Me. I just killed his brother.
So he is going to. You know what? He's going to do that. Take the. No, you don't do that. Alara, you get an attack of opportunity.
Yes, I will
5,
take that.
10. So does Barbarian and Cleric. He's going to
Gosh
get back
dang
up into
it.
here.
And my spiritual weapon. Oh wait.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Clangs off of it. No effect.
Ah, darn it. So close.
Cool. Nice. Lara, not so nice.
Oh,
What? Wow.
Iron Cloak, you match AC, you hit. Man, this thing is barely standing. I mean, like, you could blow on it and it would probably fall over at this point. However, he turns around, takes this shield, plants it on the ground, stacks up behind it, and you really can't get around him between the tables and things are blocking, so he is just stacked up as a massive armored tower right now in this corner. He has full cover.
Did it look like he was bleeding?
Not really.
No.
Does he have full cover?
Yeah,
Does he really?
he does. Give me just a second. Sophia's calling. All right, welcome back, guys. We are ready to rock.
Ready for me to go?
Yeah, Kedron, you're up.
I'm going to unequip my buckler, put a knife, a dagger in my offhand,
Mhm.
hop up on the table so I can stab down at him from above, and make my attack.
All right, so since you're trying to get in from above, here's what I'm gonna have you do. One, give me we're gonna say an acrobatics check.
Like standing on a table.
To try and get up and over his shield and all of that. This will give you the ability to make your attack, or hear me out. You can either do that and do a regular attack, and he'll have where's it at? He'll have half cover, or you can do it not at all, and he'll have 3/4 cover. From the ground, he has full cover, but he's also like 13 feet tall.
How does he have any cover when I'm standing off to his side and there's nothing in the way?
Big old shield. He has it planted, and he's hunched
But
into
he has
a
it
corner.
planted in front of him in these parallels, and I'm on these parallels.
He's more standing like this, but it wants to clip either like all the way here or all the way there when you're using a token, and I never
And I'll
rotate
stand on this
anything.
table.
Okay, sure, go for it. Make that
Which-
attack.
So yeah, and make attack. All right. So let's see here.
Hey,
Main hand.
Bless you.
Actually, bonus action insightful fighting, because I haven't switched that over to him yet.
Yeah, go for it.
Bye-bye.
Ooh, straight cornshine, baby. Yes.
Oh.
Excuse
By
me.
the way,
Sorry.
this is like the only straight actual moonshine I could find. Everything else had sugar or like barley in it. This is the only one that was 100% corn that I could find. It's true moonshine, baby.
Right. So insight. Didn't mean to advantage that.
27. I don't think he can even match that unless he rolls a natural 20. So go ahead and roll your attack.
All right. Attack roll. If you're
No, he rolled an 18, which is still really high from him because he has a +0.
still did not mean to advance. Darn it! I need to.
Yeah, 8, not gonna hit.
Right.
Your turn, Ironcloak. You're up.
All right. And so, is there like any way I get around the shield?
Not unless you stand roughly where Kedron's standing.
Keep in mind, saving throws don't matter for shields in AC.
That is a thing.
Okay. All right, fine. We'll try it. Sacred Flame.
Dex save.
Yep. DC 15.
14 on the roll. So tell me, how does this Sacred Flame wipe out this thing standing in the corner?
Just like pillar of
Bring it
light, just like straight through the view.
Just erupting from the ground, eyes out of the eyes of the helmet, shining directly up. There is no sound. There is no scream. There have been no sounds from these things the entire fight, other than the scraping of armor as it falls limp. And as you watch the heart inside of the cage of this mace, or the flail rather, crumbles to dust. The shield in front of it. They are both dead. We are out of combat.
I take the time to get dressed, and I will see you guys later.
Okay. McGear's over there quickly putting on his armor.
Oh, okay. What's up?
I'm going to cut off and keep a hand.
Sure, you go to take the hand, like the gauntlet off, and just goop comes out.
There's no bones?
There are no bones in here. Like, these are flesh goop that is decomposed. You feel like they got sealed up in there, whatever they were, a while ago, and they just decomposed in there.
Even the
You're not sure if
bones?
they ever really had bones.
There are no bones on me.
No, okay, fine. All right.
Nobody?
Have a good night, y'all.
Nothing?
Have a good night, guys.
Yeah.
No response to my really cheesy, corny reference.
To
I
what?
missed it.
No.
There are no bones on me. There's no strings on me. Ultron.
Yeah, I know, but it was like really stretching it. That's why I
That
didn't.
was a stretch.
It was.
I'm not even sorry. That was
Okay, but they're like not. They're big armor dudes, which is the closest you get to big robot dudes in D&D. If you
All
don't
right, so
have,
what are y'all doing?
I'm going to inspect this table, see if there's
I
anything
will
neat on
also
it.
start going through the table, investigating.
I mean, there's like skulls and like some alchemical equipment and like some texts. There seem to be notes on experiments. Nothing of use really.
I'm gonna grab the
Yeah.
notes and pocket them.
Okay, you grab and pocket the notes. Y'all just leaving these big boys here?
I mean, if they're
I wanna look
13
at 'em.
feet tall, I'm assuming like the maces and all that is pretty massive as well, right?
Would you like to look?
Sure.
I'll take a look at
I
them.
am.
You look, and the maces are pretty big, but compared to them, they were fairly small. They're within the range of what you could wield as a person. They are big though, even for that. It doesn't really has like a strength requirement or anything. They're just a little overly large, but you could totally wield them. The shield, and this isn't a magic item, so it doesn't require identify or anything. It is for a normal sized person would be considered a great shield or a tower shield. Same thing.
I will take a tower shield and a flail and put them in the bag.
Tower shields give a +3 to AC instead of a +2. They require a strength requirement of 15 to wield, along with proficiency in shields. And you can use your action to hunker down behind it and take full cover, like in that direction.
Huh.
They are not magical. They're just really big slabs of metal with handles on them.
I'll actually take one of the shields.
The mace, do you look it over or just throw it in?
Yeah, I'll look it over.
Give me an Arcana check.
I thought it was a flail. You said.
Or flail, sorry. Flail.
19.
Definitely magical.
All right. I'm also going to put it in the bag.
All right. It also goes into the bag.
So Brian.
Yeah.
After we end this game, like as soon as we hop off, I'm gonna talk to you for about something real quick because.
Okay.
I'm assuming the armor is too big to.
Yeah. The armor is definitely too big.
Is there anything other than the armor on them?
No, like there were just undead guards. They weren't furnished with anything other than what they needed to do their job. You do have 2 keys that you don't know what they go to, and there are a pair of, well, what Migir says are magical shackles over on the table.
Take the shackles.
Yeah, you take the shackles. You throw them in the bag. Have not yet been identified, but you know they're magical.
So-
Short rest.
What was that, Iron Cloak?
Nope, that's fine. Short rest.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. You guys probably close the door so you have a warning if anything else is coming.
Does this table move or this rack?
The one that he was attached to?
No, this one here.
No.
Do either of the
They're
tables
both
move?
They're also bolted down. This is made out of cast iron, so you're not moving it. It's big.
Okay. Is the armor heavy?
Quite.
Can we roll the armor in front of the door?
Sure. Go for it. You roll the armor in front of the door. And you guys get a short rest. Congratulations. Roll whatever hit points you want. Let me know when you're done. Of course, any conversations that happen during a short rest, please let me know. Go for it.
You had Constitution,
time.
right? To your...
Yeah, add con to each roll.
Oh, that's garbage. Wow, that's worse.
Let me know when you guys are done. Again, if you want to have any conversations during this time, go for it.
So, any idea what those were?
But you had said before they're undead, so nothing good. I would talk to McGear, but he's not really here, right? Well, his character, like Josh, isn't here, so.
Right.
So in our
Were you going to ask him to do something?
Not really to do anything. I was just gonna do like RP stuff, but
Oh, okay.
in our studies, would we have covered monsters and undead and all that? I'm assuming we went over some, but would anything resembling this have come up?
Give me a religion check. Religion or Arcana. We'll go either way.
Okay. And if so, do vampires turn into goop when you kill them? Is kind of what I'm going for. 17.
You've heard myths that vampires turn to ash when you kill them.
then how the heck am I supposed to get a vampire heart for my sword?
You cut it out before it
Like I
turns
said,
to
you've
ash.
heard myths. You don't know if they're true or not.
Also roll religion.
Sure.
No. Nothing.
Honestly, you don't even believe that vampires existed up until yesterday. Like, you heard the myths, but you're like, surely not. Surely those are simply myths made by more base and common folk.
I'm gonna pull out the bottle of goop I got from Father Caliday. Is this kind of the same?
No, that is a black sludge. Like, this is like, imagine you packed these things full of just meat, and then you set them out in the sun to
yeah, no,
rot
you're good. Don't
for
worry. You don't need to finish explaining. That's
weeks
fine.
until it turned to liquid.
Okay. So
I'm gonna finish. You started it.
So probably not demonic.
Correct.
If that's all we have, okay. This thing right here, is this like some sort of grate, or is that just like a quirk of the map?
That is some sort of drainage grate. Yes.
I'm gonna look through it and use light on like a pebble
It
or
is
something
a
and drop
pipe
down.
that goes down for a ways before it veers off to the left. Based off the smell coming out of it, you imagine it hooks into some sort of sewer.
Okay.
How thick is how wide is the pipe? Okay.
Like, the grate itself is wider, but it funnels down.
All right. Does anyone else have anything else we need to do? Because I suppose we should probably get moving.
Gas traps weren't really a thing back then.
I think I have a thought that maybe one of these keys goes to the doors downstairs.
Had a similar thought, so why don't we go try it?
All right, yeah, you guys go back out. Are you trying to be stealthy?
Were there any other doors in this hallway we hadn't checked?
No, you checked all of them.
Then yeah,
I'll continue to be stealthy.
Yeah, give me a stealth check.
I will also try and be stealthy. Hey, look, my axe is back.
12.
Not particularly stealthy, but not like terrible. I mean, whatever. You're sneaking. You do a cool tuck and roll between two like busts displays. You know, it's you have the Mission Impossible theme playing in your head. It's pretty cool.
13.
Not bad, not bad. You know, pretty much the same. You guys totally look cool. If anyone could see you, you'd look totally cool.
I'm walking out the room with my axe out and lit.
You're feeling dope right now. Awesome. Yeah, you guys are dodging in between like different bus displays and curtains and doing some cool tuck and rolls. And you look back and Thor is just strutting his stuff down the hallway. And McGear and Alara seeing this go, well, there's no sense in sneaking, so they just walk too.
So what I'm hearing is we're those obnoxious children that like run around pretending they're stealthy in front of like a group of people.
For a second, at least. I mean, you notice him doing that, and it's your choice.
Father Ironcloak, if you would allow me to use the key. Yeah.
Shh, you can't see me.
Well, we've already made it there.
Yeah, you
Oh.
guys make it there with no issue. Apparently, he doesn't keep a lot of servants here at night.
So I'm
Or at least
generally
not tonight.
relatively skilled at getting out of the way of at least certain types of traps. So if you don't mind, I will, unless you feel the need.
Yeah, go for it.
Right. Key B worked on
The shackles.
shackles, so I will try key A.
Key A. All right, you utilize key A, and chink. The doors open. Inside, you find a small armory. There are suits of armor, 3 of them, standing in corners.
Do they look like
Smaller,
the
more
suits of armor that we just?
human-sized.
Alright.
One of them does. However, it's unfinished.
Okay.
The other 2 are human-sized. There are armor pieces on a couple of shelves, and there are weapons on a couple of shelves. There's some basic swords and hand axes. And then there is a spiral staircase leading down.
But what does Josh's spells look like right now? Actually, no. He can ritual cast detect magic. So if we take a minute, he can look for magic stuff.
Yeah, sure. We
me
take
get-
10 minutes.
yeah,
He casts Detect Magic. Utilizing that, we'll just say yes because I don't know whether or not he has that prepared, but we're just going to say he does because I don't feel like looking at it right now. And the door has that magical trap on it.
No magical weapons or anything on.
No, it's all standard fare in here.
All right. Keep moving then, stealthily.
All right, give me a stealth check.
I will do a little bit of scouting just ahead of the party.
I'm gonna cast guidance on Kedron.
I don't think I need it.
Too bad you already have it.
All right.
And it's also only for saving throws, so.
No, tell me I saved that map. Oh, I spent so long building that map. Tell me I saved it. No. Where is it?
Is it the same map that you had me test? Because I know you saved it because you actually started me on it before.
Yeah, I'm looking for it now.
Because like last game, you accidentally started me on it. It has to be saved,
It has to be, yes.
unless something glitched and you lost it. But
Yeah, because I remember actually looking at it last game as well. Let me get the turn order out the way. Aha, there it is. It was hiding behind the turn order. Perfect. Okay. I got really nervous for a second. Speaking of, remove all turns. Clear. Confirm. There we go. That way we're ready for next combat. All right. Let me just come over to here. You guys start stealthily making your way down. With a natural 20 stealth, you disappear into the shadows. Are you even still on the same plane of existence? We don't know.
no, Kedron's standing right here beside me. You can't see him, but he's here.
Yeah, totally here. Toots my goats. Oh, I gotta pull him from another. Fine.
Let me just go ahead and ask him what he wants to do.
Commit murder. Chop off children's hands. I don't know. Something to that effect.
Sounds like Pedron.
Okay, he may be Inquisitor, but if you haven't noticed, he is probably the one person in the group that right now has the most doubts about the church.
That's what you think.
No, he just told me yes. He's right here, still on that natural 20. He's here.
There you go. You guys are in the hallway. I'm gonna put him like in the middle somewhere, and Kedron out front, and blah 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 blah.
I still see the foyer.
Same.
Oh, no, not
Well,
moving
he
you guys
hasn't
over.
moved us over yet.
Yeah, sorry. I'm
Okay.
getting things moved onto that map. Okay, there you go. I wanted you guys in position before I opened it up for you. All right, here we go. Yeah, this is what you see in front of you: a hallway with a nice red carpet.
Right, as I was scouting ahead, so I'm gonna peek around these corners a little bit.
You see 2 big old cobra statues facing directly towards the middle of this hallway.
As I'm scouting, I'm also checking for traps. So
Yeah, give me a trap check.
investigation 24.
Right here. This entire intersection is a pressure plate.
Can you get around it without?
The entire intersection is a pressure plate.
I will attempt to use thieves' tools to.
Yeah, you can
Solid.
shim it and try to keep it from going down as you step across it.
Thieves' tools. 22.
Oh yeah, you shim that bad boy, no problem.
Why do I not get any of these rolls in combat?
Because it's funny.
All right then.
Yeah, there is a door down there on the far end.
Shimmed, moving forward,
Are
checking
the
door
rest
for
of you
traps and
moving
locks.
forward like a few feet behind him or whatever?
Yeah, if he says it's clear.
All right, I'll put McGear. He'll be in the middle somewhere, but whatever. Laura will be taking up the rear or almost the rear.
I'll take up the rear behind McGear, and I'm going to keep a very, very close eye on him.
In case he's a doppelganger
I'm going to
again.
keep a close eye on everybody.
Hey, to be fair, you've seen him cast a spell now.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
investigation.
Would you
again?
like to insight check everybody?
Sure, why not?
Sure, give me a general insight check.
I mean, I haven't seen Alara cast a spell, so you know.
Everyone seems very much themselves.
How does that seem for traps and locks?
It's 12.
Everyone seems very much themselves. Neither trapped nor locked.
Stealthily peek.
You stealthily peek. You barely crack the door. Give me just a second. Why does he have nothing on there? I need to actually set his stuff. I'll do that later because we're gonna end here in a second anyway. Do. He is waiting, so we'll give him a perception check against your 28 stealth. Well, yeah, sure, I'll keep it. Whatever. It's a dirty 20. You peek inside. Let me just come over here to the dynamic lighting layer. And then we're gonna... Huh. Where's the door I put in? What the heck?
Don't you hate it when you lose the door?
There it is. Let me
I
just...
ate the door. I got hungry.
Can you see there now?
I can see. I can see gray because I've seen this area before, with my token, but I can't see like light through it.
I did a dum-dum, and I did that. Okay. You know what? We're just going to do this, because you guys can see it now, so whatever. I really only needed it for the reveal, so... Where'd I put it? Movement, I don't care about that. Where's my dynamic lighting settings in general? There we go. Off. Save settings. Ta-da! Can you see it now?
I can see it now, and I can see a lot more stuff in there now because not all the stuff you had in there before, like, is there. You know, you had more stuff now. Have more stuff now than you did before.
Yes, that was on purpose. I want to get the dynamic lighting light before you came in. I just forgot to put a door through that wall, so you know, whatever.
I still
Yeah,
can't move
okay.
through because there's a wall there.
You need to get all the way off my back right now. All right, like.
Just turn off the walls preventing us from moving through them.
Yep, we're gonna. Why are you doing that right now? Dynamic lighting, that. Really? Fine, do that. There you go. Better?
I can move through now.
Okay. The circle is where the wall is at. All the rest is just because I needed textures to actually extend through the wall so you didn't have these weird little gaps. Yeah, you glance in. There are several dead bodies hanging from the wall. Lots of them. These are all runes carved into the ground on this black granite. These are all channels filled with some sort of red liquid that also run through the runes. Standing in the center of this very centric rune that they all run into stands Krenomorte, now in a black set of leather armor. Kneeling down, he looks up, but doesn't see you, just the door cracked. Do you open the door or do you retreat?
I'm going to stop and he's in there, some sort of ritual room, standing in the middle. I don't think he's seen me. Prepare to fire as soon as I throw the door open. Hold actions. Actually, no. If anybody that doesn't have range, actually, why don't we have you open the door and everybody that has range prepare?
Wait a second, let me check something. Well, you guys are talking. You are whispering. I get that. Give me a stealth check for the whispering. He has very good hearing.
Well, right now I'm
Very
being
good hearing.
talked. So 27.
27. Cool. Just a second. Sorry, just a second. I have to mess with this setting a little bit. There we go. And then doop, doop. Okay. Very good hearing. Wow. Natural 20, good. Awesome. As you're saying that, you hear through the door. Will, you made it. Why don't you come out to play?
As he says that, I'm actually going to pull out my bottle of poison and lace my rapier with it. Of my bottle of like psychedelic poison.
Yeah. Anybody else making any preparations before this door comes open?
Yeah,
My
I'm
sword-
gonna hold Shatter as a 3rd level spell in case he attacks us.
Okay. When he attacks, you can cast Shatter. You got it.
My axe is already ready, so.
Awesome.
Lit.
Does your axe just stay on fire infinitely?
Yup. Until I either sheath it or say the words to reactivate it.
That's cool, but also dumb.
Yep.
Yep.
But I don't have to spend a bonus action turning it on.
But we are
No,
going
you
to-
would have had to sheath it during a short rest. You would have either had to put it down or like rest
Right.
it across your lap or
But when
sheathed
we
it
came
or
back out
something for
that-
a short rest.
When we came back out the door.
Yeah, because he
instead
said he
of
had
come
his axe
Oh,
out
yeah.
on fire.
back
So
and lit.
Mhm.
Because I'm lit,
It
yo.
just-
All right, you guys are stacked on this door. Do you push it open?
Sure.
I'm just going to gently open it.
You gently open the door and you see him standing there and he just
What?
grins at you.
Well, hello there.
Fangs now fully extended. He goes, I didn't think you'd make it this far. You made it past my guards. Reaches like his arm across his body into the air where it just disappears as if reaching out of reality and then pulling back out a sword made of entirely shadow. By the way, it's dark in here. There is no light source. In his other hand, he reaches out, palm down, and you're assuming blood from this rune in the middle swirls up into his hand into a globe of blood. Wings extend from his back like that of a bat's as he lifts into the air. Shall we do this then?
Well, all of us have dark vision, so
Yeah, but I'm setting the scene here.
okay.
And that is where we will pick up in 2 months because we are at a massive boss battle 2 members down. So, I don't like doing those. Not everybody here, or at least the vast majority. So, we will see you after Starfinder for the end of this boss battle, where they take on Lestat Crenemorte. Will they survive? What does he have up his sleeve? Why is he so much more confident down here?